Hi, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy President's Day. I'm off today. Yeah. The new owner of the company, he's like, yeah, so we're gonna take Monday off. Can you come with me? Because I need to go get something, and I'm afraid if I leave you here, can you come with me? Is that what okay, so I'm walking through the office, and I had this owl. I still have it. I don't want to bend over because my back hurts. I'm not complaining to y'all that my back hurts. I'm just stating a fact as to why I'm sliding down the wall, okay? I'm not looking for pity. It's just, it's one of those things. Okay, so I might have got a little bit too much toilet paper for this. No, don't even look at it. I don't know why, but I come walking through here, and I see this owl, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put that outside because owls keep birds away from, like, I don't want them on my porch. I love birds. Pardon me for flushing on a video, but anyway, I just want to keep the birds off my porch because they get messy, you know, and I had one built in my fern last year. Moving forward, Tracy, just let it go about the birds and the porch. Well, as I pick up the owl and I go to walk to set the owl on the front porch, to what did I see but Gracie left me a present of the absolute worst kind outside of her litter box. So I was afraid that Penelope would see it and eat it, because that's what she does. She hasn't done it in a while. Let me rephrase that, because I bought her some of this stuff, hold on and I'll tell you what it is. I bought this stuff for her, and I started giving it to her, and she quit eating that. Look at the top. Anyway, it's coprophagia. Coprophagia, common spelling. It stops the eating of things. But since Gracie dropped it like it's hot outside of the litter box, I was afraid that might be too tempting. These are from the thing in my window. They're not just actual orbs following me around. My sister don't look how dirty my window is, but my sister gave me this little crystal thingy thing. See? I've lost it again. Well, I've definitely lost it, but now then. We're out in the yard. Well, in somebody's yard. We're taking a morning walk. A walkabout. It feels a lot nicer today, even though it is still too chilly for this Georgia girl's blood. But it's improving. I think it's 42. But it feels like it's in the upper 30s. But the wind has died down.
Down. The wind has died down.
And the sun is out, so it's not damp, which adds to the level of cold. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to talk about the weather any more than that. Hi, no, we're not going to. Come over here out of the bright sun so I can see. Might be a better view of their porch area. And again, if I see, I scared her when I took a step, she jumped back. See, that's why we don't need to be going into places that we're unsure of, because things could jump out at us. Curiosity deceased the cat. Oh, please stand by. Now then. I don't know why it tickles me every time I say now then. Now then. Let's talk about conspiracy theories and such as that. You want to? This really isn't... I guess it could be labeled a conspiracy theory. I don't know. But It's about Elvis. Let us talk about Elvis. So there's this guy on YouTube and TikTok now that people believe he is Elvis. Elvis has left the building. They believe he's Elvis. Now, he's probably a good 20 years younger than Elvis. And he does sing like him. You like how slow I'm talking? I mean, obviously it's not exact, but he's got age on him, right? So he would not sound like, if Elvis was still here, his voice would not be exactly the same, because I believe, I think Elvis is a year older than my dad. So I think Elvis would be 90. This man is like 70, but people are convinced that he's Elvis, and they have all these YouTube pages and TikTok pages that talk about him being Elvis. Now, the man's name is Bob Joyce, and he is a preacher in, I think, Kentucky. He's not from Kentucky. He's from Benton, Arkansas. I don't know where Kentucky came from. But they have pictures of him, or who they say is him, at Graceland and at Lisa Marie's funeral, and just different things. They're distant pictures. Now, the thing that gets me is Elvis had a perfect smile. You know, he had what would be, I guess, considered a perfect smile. His teeth were straight on top. And Mr. Bob Joyce has the tiniest little gap between his front teeth, which, of course, they say is because, well, he obviously wore braces to pull them apart or something, because he had to change that. They've got a reason for everything. I'm pretty sure Elvis had blue eyes, did he not? Like, really, really blue eyes. And I don't know, but this man's eyes look brown. So, I don't know. I mean, here's my thing. Do I believe it's Elvis? Not really. But if it is Elvis, let's just leave him alone. You know? Just leave him be. Let him preach. Let him live a peaceful life. But if it's not Elvis, leave him alone, because he's just trying to live his life, you know? Anyway, that popped up on TikTok this morning, and I was like, I wonder how many people know about this, because I will be honest, when I first heard him sing, it was a few years ago, and it was kind of shocking to me, because I was like, well, he does sound like Elvis. And his son, Bob Joyce's son, favors Elvis. And he dresses up as an Elvis impersonator and sings like Elvis. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this, right? You see, it's not exactly cut and dry. That's all I'm saying. Hi, could you come in? Penelope. There's lots of conspiracy theories out there, and some of them are kind of fun to dig into, and some of them are like, really? Really? I'll be back. I've got the washer and the dryer going, so pardon the noise. Gracie's enjoying the sunshine. I don't know what Penelope's doing, but she's wandering out back. They're both enjoying the warmer temps. Now, I would like to add that Mr. Joyce has not said that he is Elvis. Matter of fact, he's like, I'm not Elvis. I am 70-year-old man from Arkansas that's just preaching the word. Yeah, but wise men say only fools rush in. Stop singing like Elvis, Tracy, because you don't sound like him. But I can't help falling in love with you. Penelope. Oh, your hair looks fabulous, darling. Yes, you've almost got that rubber band out. Now, I would like for you to note that I do not have on the hot pink red eyeshadow from yesterday. It's purple today. So still a little bruise-ish, but not like yesterday. Yesterday truly looked like a bruise. My friend Michelle, when she was pregnant with twins, we went shopping at, I think, Burlington, and she got out of the car, and you know how, well, I mean, women in general, but especially pregnant women, you get a little emotional over the least little things, you know. She looked down at herself, and she looked back up, and she was kind of teary-eyed. And I said, what is it? And she said, I look like a bruise. I said, what? I look like a bruise. I said, what? Why are you saying that? Because I'm wearing black and blue. She had on black pants. And her top was like paneled, so it had like black on either side. I just stabbed myself in the chin with my thumb. And then it had a big bright blue panel down the center on the front and the back. I look like a bruise. Well, I mean, you're a cute bruise though, right? Bless her heart. When she was pregnant with the twins, I made the mistake. Now, keep in mind, we were young, okay? Much younger than I am now. And I didn't understand the emotional roller coaster of being pregnant. I don't know if it was at her baby shower. Might have been at her baby shower. Everybody had to guess how big around she was. Now, isn't that a sucky game to play at a baby shower? Let's guess how big around you are. I mean, I never understood why it would be upsetting to someone, because in my eyes, you're carrying not one but two babies inside your little belly there. So of course it's gonna be big, right? I mean, she had pretty decent sized twins. I think they were about, well, I think Stephen was closer. He was 6+ pounds. He was a good average 6.5 pound baby, say. Stephanie was more in the 5 pound range. They even said that she could have actually, girl, that she could have conceived her a month later, because she wasn't as developed. She was way less developed than Stephen. Her lungs were not fully developed, which, if I'm not mistaken, the lungs are the last thing to develop. Is that right? Did I just make that up? I think that's what they said. I mean, one of the last things, not the last thing. But because her lungs were underdeveloped, she had to stay a week or two at the hospital in the incubator thing, in the grow box. But anyway, back to the baby shower. And can I just add that Michelle was not a tiny person. She was, I don't know, 5'7" or 5'8". She was a big boned person. She wasn't overweight. what I'm just trying to say here is, she just wasn't a tiny person. Ain't that right, Penelope? Well, we played the game of measure the waist, right? Well, they had to guess. And the guesses were all over the place. Well, then I had to stand up and measure her, okay? Well, my arms wouldn't reach around her. That's a little problematic. So I said, hold this at her belly button, basically, and I walked around her and held it, and it was 60 inches. And me, in all my brilliance, said, wow, you're as big around as I am tall. Oh, Tracy. I mean, she laughed it off. She didn't cry, thank God. She didn't cry like she did when she looked like a bruise, but I've learned since then not to say things like that. But there again, I was young. We were both young. Mistakes happened. Things happened. Anyway, we're just enjoying the day. Gracie is also out here enjoying the day. Penny's on alert, I suppose. She's watching the back gate. I guess she'll alert me if the kids come out to look for something, you know, that they may have buried a few weeks ago. Yeah, because I think school is out today, if I'm not mistaken, for President's Day. Happy President's Day. I don't even know what to think about being off this day, because even at the county, we were never off on President's Day. But you know what? When he said you can have off, I said, thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you. I just don't know. But the banks are closed and the post office is closed, so might as well close my business too, right? Right. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because these people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which will be tomorrow, since I post every day. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Rise. You gotta say it like that. Rise. Okay. Toodles, my noodles. Goodbye.